Good morning, class 8. I'm back again with the video lecture for the chapter friction. If you are present, please show your presence by typing something in the comment box so that we can move ahead. And today's point of discussion would be advantages and disadvantage of friction. See, friction is often termed as a necessary evil, though it's not that advantageous for us, but still we need. Why? What are the advantages of friction? Where do we make use of friction? And what are the instances where we try to reduce the friction? So we will be talking about that, as well as I will be hearing out your doubts from the last time test that I had given to you. Whatever doubts you have, please write in your doubts in the comment box below. Good morning, Aisha, Deepak, Divyanjali. Good morning everyone. Am I audible to you people? Is my voice clear enough? Good morning, Viman. Good morning. So whatever doubts you have from the last test, you may ask it today. I have already received the responses in my computer, and I saw variety of responses were there. Some of were not perfectly correct, and that's not totally weird, I should say, because you are in a learning phase right now. So whatever you will be doing, that will help you in your personal growth only. So whatever doubts you have from the last class, please in the comment box below. I would try my level best to answer. Once we have completed the doubt discussion, we'll be going for the topic of discussion today, that is advantages and disadvantages of friction. Okay, what is the cause of friction? The presence of irregularities on the surface, the interlocking of irregularities present on the surfaces in contact. The interlocking of irregularities present on the surfaces in contact is the cause of friction. I hope you have got your answer, Viman. Anything else? Why truck tires are wrapped with iron chains before taking them on snowy roads? See, snowy roads don't offer a lot of friction, because of which there is every chance of slipping of tires. In order to make the truck tires more irregular in nature, the surface of the truck tire more irregular in nature, and produce more friction, required friction, they are wrapped with iron chains so that they don't slip while moving on snowy roads. What are the advantages and disadvantages of friction? That's what we are going to discuss today. It will be a long discussion, I think. Good morning, Swamprabha. Only 6? What about others? Okay. Siddharth has joined us. Good morning, Siddharth. So today let us start our discussion from the fact, what are the advantages of friction? Okay, what are the advantages of friction? Where do we require friction? Think of putting your feet on a banana peel. What would happen to you? Simply, you will fall off. Why? The reason is why? Because you couldn't get the required amount of friction to walk ahead. The friction between your feet and the floor was reduced drastically due to the banana peel. Same thing happens when you step on a floor which has got oil onto it or something which is reducing the friction. Good morning, Siddharth. Good morning, Kushi. Reducing the friction. Now you might be asking, so what is the role of friction in walking? Friction plays a very important role in walking. If we want to walk, we require friction. Just think of a situation that suppose this particular notebook, this notebook is the surface. This notebook is the surface, and this thing is your feet. So when you walk, actually what you do is you try to push the ground backwards. You try to push the ground backwards with one of your legs. With one of your leg, you try to push the ground backwards. This force which you are exerting in the backward direction provides you with a forward reaction force. Provides you with a forward reaction force. This forward reaction force is provided to you by friction. If less friction is there, less forward reaction will be there, and you will tend to fall because you are pushing the ground backwards. You will tend to fall. Now, this is the reason why we fall on stepping on a banana peel. On the other hand, in order to improve our grip on the floor, the shoes, the slippers, they are provided with grooves on their sole. Grooves, different patterns are there. You might be having your shoes, they have got patterns on their soles. They have got patterns on their soles. Why do they have these patterns? To make the surface irregular. To make the surface irregular, and as we know that irregular surfaces provide more friction. So that they could provide more friction, you could be more stable, it will be easier for you to walk. Okay, now the next question comes. Why do runners, athletes, they use shoes with spikes? Why they use shoes with spikes? I think Siddharth takes part in running and he has got a pair of spikes with him. Why do runners, those who run, they prefer to wear spikes? What is the reason behind wearing spikes? Can you tell me? I have already told you the answer. Why do runners, they wear spikes? Try to answer this question. For having grip, very good. To obtain more grip. And how do they obtain more grip? Because the spikes present on their shoes make the surface irregular, and irregular surfaces provide more friction. The spike present at the sole of their shoes make the surfaces irregular. Yes, it provides more grip, it provides more friction, it provides more friction. Now don't you think friction is advantageous at times? Friction is advantageous. Many of you have played the game of kabaddi, don't you? Many of you like the game of kabaddi. Now you have seen that people who play kabaddi, before going for a raid, a player who goes for a raid into the next team, what he does is he rubs his hand with some soil. The kabaddi player rubs his hand with some soil. What is the reason? Why that sportsman rubs his hands with some soil? Answer me. Why that sportsman who goes for a raid into the other team rubs his hands with soil? What is the reason why he rubs his hands with soil? Give me some good answer. I'm waiting for your answers. Take your own time. Yes, kabaddi players software and with oil for having better grip. No, oil doesn't provide better grip. It makes slippery. Oil would make it slippery. Yes, Divyanjali. By putting soil onto your hand, what happens is the surface becomes irregular. The palms, the surface of your hand becomes irregular, which increases friction while you hold your opponent. Your opponent doesn't get slip flow from your hands. If you are putting some soil onto your palms, the friction between your hand and that other person's body part will be more. Yes, it makes your palm rough, and a rough palm will provide more friction. It makes it easier for grabbing that particular opponent of yours. Yes, better grip refers to better friction. Here also friction is advantageous for us. Now, one hot question for you people. One hot question. Okay? Very good, Sai Krishna. Very nice answer. Miman, very good answer. You might have seen some instances where tires of vehicles, tires of cars, buses, trucks, they get stuck in mud. They can't roll properly. They get stuck in mud. है ना? They get stuck in mud. And if the driver wants to take that vehicle out of the mud, when he accelerates, the tire continues to rotate at the same position. The tire continues to rotate at the same position. Why it happens? Why the tire in mud can't get over it and can't get out of it easily? Why does it goes on? Okay, it's okay, Siddharth. Now try to answer this question, that why tires of vehicles like cars and buses and trucks, when stuck in mud, continues to rotate at the same place rather than getting out of it, as mud offers more irregularity. Aisha, had it been so, more friction would have been there, na? The tire would have got out of the mud very easily. Had it been the case that it offers more irregularities, more friction would have been there. More friction means the tire would have been easily got out of the mud. But it's not happening so. It's not happening. Then why that tire is rotating at the same place? Muddy surfaces offers less friction. Very good. Because mud is very fine. Mud is very fine, slippery. Very nice, very nice. Mud offers muddy surfaces offers less friction. Very good, Miman. Very good. So as muddy surfaces offers less friction. Yes. Swamprabha. Very good answer. Very good answer. As mud offers less friction, the tires continues to rotate. Now, from this particular instance, we also come to know that for rotating of the tire, in order to make a tire rotate or move on the ground, we require friction. Friction is advantageous for us for rotating a tire, for moving a tire, okay, or moving a wheel on the surface. Got my point? We require friction in order to roll a tire on the surface. Now get back to the same instance, okay? I told you that there is some mud and the tire is not able to get out of the mud. It's rotating again and again at the same place because of lack of friction. Aisha, I think you have got your answer. Aisha, see, as there is less friction offered by the mud, the tires, the wheels of cars, buses or any other vehicle is not able to overcome the mud and doesn't get over it and continues to rotate at the same place. Okay? So you being a troubleshooter, I am allowing you all to use your mind and give me one solution. Suppose you are stuck in a situation, your vehicle has been stuck in that mud. Good morning, Nibriti. Your vehicle is stuck in mud. The wheels of your car are rotating at the same place. What solution would you suggest to take out that car from the mud? Being a troubleshooter, become a troubleshooter. Suggest me some solution. What solution would you come up with? How would you take your car out of that mud? How would you make that wheel come out of the mud? Good morning, Madhusmita. How would you take your car out of that mud? What solution you have so that the wheel can easily get out of that mud? I'm waiting eagerly for your answers. By giving it more pressure or making it heavier. Heavier would make that car sink more into the mud. It won't help. Make the surface of the wheel rough. Do you think, is it possible for you to make the surface of the wheel more rough? Can you change the design on the treadings of the wheel on your own? No. It requires machinery. We'll try to give more friction. That's perfectly correct. Nibriti, that's perfectly correct. But how? That the $1,000,000 question is how are you going to produce more friction? Yes, Kushi. What I'm asking is, see, you're just by moving the vehicle in the backward direction. See, the wheels are stuck in the mud, na? They are not moving neither in the forward nor in the backward direction. They're just rotating in one direction. Lots and lots of mud is there. It's not able to take that wheel forward or backward. In whatever direction you're going to move, it's going to rotate at the same place. Yes, Kushe. So the question is like this: a vehicle is there whose wheels are stuck in mud. Okay, and the wheels are not able to get out of the mud. They are just rotating at the same place. So, what suggestion would you give to take that vehicle out of that mud? That wheels are not able to come out of that mud, and neither forward nor in the backward. By pushing it back, do you think you are that macho enough to push your car backwards? You're alone, na? Say you don't have a Nano, you're going to have BMW or Mercedes like kind of thing. Are you going to be able? Yes, by making the surface rough. Which surface are you talking about, Nibride? See, you can't make the surface of the tire rough. See, it's a machinery job. Tires are made in factories where machines make those patterns, so you just can't make the surface of the machinery rough. Surface of the tire rough. What else can you think of? What else? What else can you think of? Good morning, Kamal. What else can you think of? अरे सोचो दिमाग के घोड़े दौड़ाओ. मड अरे मड तो अच्छी ना सेठी आगुरु आउ मड नेकरी कौन करिवो मड सेठी आगुरु अच्छी कौन करले सेटा बाहर को चली आसीबो फ्रिक्शन कम अच्छी बोली बुलुची फ्रिक्शन बढ़िया पड़िबो ना यू नीड टू इंक्रीज द फ्रिक्शन सोचो by taking up and driving it. You are trying to drive it, but the wheels are not moving forward or backward. Oh, taking up means you're going to lift that car, na? You're alone, and that's not a small car. The weight of a car is like 1,000 kg. How can you lift 1,000 kg car on your own? Until and unless you are Hulk. Hey, Sai Krishna, are you the Hulk or what? Can you lift the car on your own? Go for some more answers. It's getting interesting now. We'll give less force of friction. How are you going to give less force of friction? There's already less friction, and that's why the wheels are not able to move forward or backward. By throwing a lot of sand there to increase. That's called the super excellent answer, Divyanjali. Please give a like for Divyanjali's answer. I would like to request you all, please like her answer. That's a perfect answer she has given. Perfect answer. Very good, Divyanjali. Very good. That's the answer I was looking for. You can put some sand, sometimes some gravel, okay, a wooden plank. Perfect answer, Divyanjali. Very good. That you just made my day. Huh? That's a perfect answer you have given. Now try to understand this. When we throw some sand onto it, what happens is the surface of contact becomes rough. Rough surface offers more friction, and this would enable the wheels to get out of that mud. Yes, use car mat to get unstuck. Very good, Siddharth. That's really very innovative of you. Car mat, yes, you can use that one. Yes, very good. So this was about how advantageous friction could be. Friction helps you to walk. Friction helps in rolling wheels. Okay. Other than that, friction is required. Sorry for the interruption. So what I was telling you is, um, friction is required for many a thing, like walking, rolling of the wheels. Other than that, holding stuff. In order to hold stuff, we require friction. In order to hold stuff, if I'm able to hold this thing in my hand, it is because friction is there between my hand and the article. You can see this article has got these ridges here. Can you see the ridges? Can you see the ridges here? Why this ridges has been made? Just to make the surface irregular, so that it offers more friction and makes it easier to hold. Okay. Now, if I'll ask you, is it easier or difficult to hold a big block of ice? Is it easier or difficult to hold a big block of ice? Just answer me. Is it easier or difficult to hold a big block of ice? Answer me. Is it easier or difficult to hold a big block of ice? Difficult. Why is it difficult, Kushi? Why is it difficult, Divyanjali? Answer. Why is it easier? Just don't tell me that it's very cold and that's why it's very difficult. Huh, Ayesha? Just don't tell me that it's very cold, sir, that's why it's very difficult. Apart from being cold, what makes it more difficult to hold a big piece of big block of ice? Because it provides less friction. It's slippery. Because it's slippery. If you try to hold it, it slips off your hand. It has got a smooth surface. It has got a smooth surface. So friction helps you to hold things. Friction helps you to hold things. Okay. One more advantage of friction that I would like to mention over here is writing. If I am able to write, if you're able to write using a pen, using a pencil on a piece of paper, it is because of friction. Friction enables us to write on paper. When I am writing in the school with the chalk on the board, then also friction is very important for us. Okay, I have told you a lot of thing about friction, like the various examples where friction is important. Friction plays a very important role. Now one more area is left, I should say. One more area where friction is very necessary is left. Okay, I would like you people to tell me one more area where friction is very necessary, without which we just can't imagine our world. One very important area where friction is very necessary. When I say one, each of you should go for one. Okay, that's not only one. Each of you should go for one of the regions or areas where friction is very necessary. Just try to figure it out. One region where friction is one area where friction is very much necessary. Yes, for lighting a matchstick. Very good. For walking, I have discussed now. For walking, I have discussed. Lighting a matchstick is a super excellent answer. But still one area is left. One area is left. Walking, I have discussed now. Walking, I have discussed. In water, how is it advantageous? In swimming, it prevents you to go ahead, na Aisha? In swimming, it prevents you to go ahead. Had there been less friction, आपको तो easy पड़ता swim करना, तो difficult हो जाता है ना इसकी वजह से. वो require कैसे किया आपने? One area where friction is very much important. For fixing a nail on the wall, yes. For rotating what? In air to fly. Again, here friction opposes you. It doesn't helps you in moving forward. It opposes you. Siddharth, when something is flying or moving in a fluid, the friction is opposing your motion. It's not helping you out. So till now we have got two regions where friction is very helpful. Fixing a nail onto the wall, perfect answer, very good. Then lighting a matchstick. Still many areas are left where friction can be very helpful. Answer some areas. Tell me some areas where friction is very much important. I am waiting for your answers, huh? In motors actually friction opposes the motion. It is reducing, it's wasting out the energy of the motor, so it's not that helpful. No, Madhusmita, no. When you are in motors, what happens? It acts against the motion, na? So it's not helping out the body. It's not actually helping out the body. Yes, figure out one region where friction is very much important. Within 10 seconds I'm going to tell the answers, okay? Within 10 seconds I'll tell the answer. If no one is going to answer, within 10 seconds I'll tell the answer. Lifting the object, I told that. In holding the bicycle, okay? I offer you a bicycle which does not have brake. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, I was telling you, okay, Khushi, try to listen this, if I give you a bicycle which does not have any brakes, a bicycle is there which does not have any brakes, would you accept that kind of a bicycle? Would you accept a bicycle without brakes? Definitely no, because brakes are required to slow down your speed and to stop your moving vehicle. And not only in bicycle, but in all the kinds of vehicles we require brakes. And how do brakes reduce the speed of the vehicles and change its state of motion to rest? By friction. When we are using a brake, actually what we are doing is we are causing friction between the brake pads and the wheel. Because of this friction only, the speed reduces, you slow down and ultimately reach to rest. I hope this session has opened up some of the doubts within your minds, and you are now pretty much clear about friction. So I would suggest you to go through the textbook. Whatever doubts you have, please ask me without any hesitation. Tomorrow, same time, I'm going to come live for you all. Please be ready with your questions so that right from the first second, we'll be able to discuss our doubts. So, till then, goodbye. Stay home, stay safe.